PSN profiles give this game a 3 out of 10 difficulty rating, with a 2 playthrough minimum requirement and around 10 hours to beat. Before the events of the game, Ellis endured a distressing childhood marked by psychological challenges. Suffering from his dissociative amnesia, he also lost memories of his childhood best friend who vanished in Black Hills Forest. As an adult, his colonel father's encouragement led him into the military, but the Gulf War worsened his mental state due to witnessing his squad's demise and unintentionally causing the death of an innocent woman. Following this discharge, he married Jess and became a police officer. Yet a PTSD episode resulted in the accidental killing of Peter's brother Adam during a burglary. Jess separated from Ellis, and Lanning gave him Bullet as a means of coping with his trauma. Upon learning about Peter's disappearance, Ellis joined the search effort to alleviate his guilt surrounding Adam's death. This is Blair Witch. Freaking creepy. The Blair Witch. For our first playthrough, we need to go for the bad ending of the game first. The reason for this is that we can't collect all the photographs if we were to go for the good ending, since some of the photographs are inside the totems, which we'll need to destroy. To get the good ending, we can't destroy any of the totems along with not killing any monsters in the game. This game is absolutely crazy with the collectibles, having a crazy amount of 85 total collectibles. And if you think that's not a lot for this game, it is. Unlike other games out there with maps and the like, you're looking for small things like a cigarette box in the middle of the woods without a map. Not only that, but 80% of this game is happening at night. I literally had to whip out a video guide, which I hate doing by the way, just to speed up the process. And even then, I struggled to find certain collectibles because all I was looking at was pitch black nothingness. I'm not gonna lie, I was frustrated the entire time I was collecting. Oh my goodness, dude.
What the hell?
Who made these collectibles in this game, dude? This game does give us a trophy for collecting the first each collectible type, and there are 3 at the beginning of the game. What the hell is this? Trophy! Counseling. Collect the first psychiatrist's note. Trophy! Lost in the woods.
Photo.
Collect the first victim's photo. Trophy!
What is this?
The idol. Collect the first wooden doll. That is not a wooden doll, bro. That is a shank material right there. The minute the game gave me the option to interact with our faithful companion Bullet, you already know I went for the pet and got a trophy for it. Good boy, Bullet. You're a good boy. Trophy! Good boy. Pet the dog. There's also a trophy for walking 100 miles, and this game is pretty much a walking simulator, so this was a gimme. Eventually we'll encounter our first enemies of the game, which we'll need to pull an Alan Wake to kill these things. Killing our first monster gets us a trophy. We're gonna mess up Oh my god, hi there.
What the hell?
What is our objective here? Oh, Evil in the Wood. Trophy! Somewhere along the game, Ellis would get haunted by the dog tags of his unit back in the Gulf Wars. Collecting our first dog tag gets us a trophy. Killing 10 monsters with a flashlight should also be the last combat trophy we'll need to do. Fortunately, unlike the rest of the collectibles, all the dog tags are in close proximity, and we ended up getting the trophy for collecting all of it. And eventually picking up all the trash. Alright, there should be a trophy right here. Trophy! Garbage man.
Fresh.
Breaking 10 totems. Where? What? Oh. There it is. Trophy!
Okay, buddy. It's all gone. See?
Bullet doesn't like him. Break 10 totems. Finally. Collecting all the psychiatrist notes. Grow some cojones. I like it. What the was that? Alright. That was a twig. I got spooked by a twig. God. Screw this game. Trophy! Psychotherapy. Collect all of the psychiatrist's notes. Hell yeah. The one jump scare in the entire game. It's not a trophy or anything, but I thought it was worth noting. Slock, alright. You know what? You're going here then.
Jesus.
Oh my god, Jesus. The one jump scare in the entire game. It got me. I'm not gonna lie, it got me. Collecting all the victims' photos. Trophy. Picture perfect. And that is to collect all victims' photos. And finding all the wooden dolls.
Such filth.
The fetish. Collect all wooden dolls. Let's go. For the last goodbye trophy, we need to be nice to Bullet the entire game, which honestly is the easiest thing in the world because Bullet is such a good boy. Yes, you're going to have to occasionally pet Bullet, feed Bullet, and destroy all the totems Bullet is scared of in the game. There's a scold option in the game, but seriously, what monster would use that? At the climax of the game, if our relationship with Bullet is high enough, we would then unlock this trophy. And getting the bad ending will nag us the Take His Face trophy. Trophy! Take his face. Become Carver. Another one. Last goodbye. Find out what happened to Bullet. Now for our last trophy, we'll need to clean up on trophies we missed, like pissing off the pizza guy. Seriously, my favorite trophy in the entire game.
Hello, it's Donnie's Pizza, the best pizza in Burkittsville. What can I do for you?
I'll pass. Sorry.
This is Donnie's Pizza. Only 1 hour left on our special offer. 2 for the price of 1. Can I take your order?
No, not right now. Thanks.
This is Donnie's Pizza. Try our signature Burkittsville Bulger. Now with extra cheese. Can I take your order?
Maybe some other time.
This is Donnie's Pizza. Pizza's so good they almost eat themselves. Can I take your order?
Thanks. Maybe later.
Donnie's Pizza. Now? Are you ready to order?
Sorry, no.
Well, pizza off.
Alright, this is the last one. Should get the trophy here.
This is Donnie's Pizza, and if you don't order this time, I swear I'm gonna fight you and shove a pizza up your ass!
Sorry, wrong number.
Trophy! Scoring 40 points in Cobra, which the younger generation would not get, but back in the Nokia brick days, these were staple games along with Space Invaders. I'm glad it's just 40 points, because if we had to finish this game, this trophy would probably be the hardest one to get. There you go, trophy. Bink! Trophy! Snake Charmer. Score 40 points in Cobra. You can command Bullet to search the area for important stuff. If there's a collectible or something around the area, Bullet will bring you that. Having Bullet give me 10 things got me this trophy. Was this the third one? Trophy! What you got there?
Really?
Let Bullet bring you
Come
10
on,
things.
boy.
Oh, I guess it carries over. There is a bunker area in the earlier section of the game, which is really unmissable since you have to go in this vicinity in the story. I didn't really figure out where the code is for the lock in this bunker, so I had to look it up because I was curious if there was an Easter egg or something. Turns out it was a trophy for finding out what happened to the kid we were looking for.
Missing
Trophy.
9-year-old Peter Shannon
Find out what
has
happened to
been
Peter.
found
Hell yeah.
alive after 3 days of search. Police report that the boy was found wandering alone near Black Rock Road.
In the area where you'll see a man sawed to death, and after the scene ends, we now have the option to call the VA and let them know about the tragic incident.
You have reached
Trophy.
U.S. Department
KIA.
of Veterans Affairs. We are currently unable to take your call.
The Ray of Hope trophy is to patch things up with your ex-girlfriend, Jess. Basically, how to get this is that every time your phone has a signal, use that time to call Jess, and you'll get some additional dialogue and a trophy at the end of the game if all goes well. Yes, let's go! Patching up with Jess! Trophy! And for the pacifist trophy, we have to beat the game without killing any monsters. This is probably the hardest trophy because you can't use the flashlight to see since the flashlight wakes the monsters up, which means you'll potentially kill the monsters by accident. So the best strategy for this is to use your camcorder's night vision mode to see. So now, from Alan Wake, we're playing Outlast. This is really hard because if you want to zoom in so you can see better, Alice automatically slows down. So to move fast, we just have to squint our eyes hard enough to get through the entire game. The upside to this, however, is that if you stay away from the monsters, they'll never wake up, and hence you won't have to engage in combat. Obviously, that's easier said than done. Help! Run! Run! Ah! You can see the light, sort of. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Where's the train? Ow. Just ow, just ow. Just straight ow. Please. Just run, dude. Run. Can you like do that, dude? Please? Please, dude? Get on the goddamn train.
We're leaving. We're goddamn leaving right now. Adios, muchacho. Y'all think it was slick? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right!
But after beating the game, we should get the trophy for not killing any monsters. And shortly after this, it should also nag us the good ending for the game.
So, this is how it ends. Without ever starting.
Ooh, dude, he freaking disappeared. Wait, why are you freaking growling at me for?
Whoa!
Let's go break the cycle. Help Ellis get his redemption. And pacifist. Let's freaking get it, son.
And normally my next line here should be the platinum trophy, but I messed up at the beginning of this run and forgot to get Lanning's wife's number, which voided the trophy to absent friends, and that's to inform Lanning's wife that he's dead. Thankfully this part isn't that far, so I started another game and ran all the way to that point in the game. We dialed up his wife, nagging us the trophy, and
Go to the phone book.
Had to be something.
Mrs. Lanning.
Hello,
To absent
Mrs. Lanning.
friends.
This is, Ellis Lynch.
And
I'm not sure if you
Forest
remember me.
of Shadow. Let's go.
this game was a fun experience if you're playing for the story. When this game came out years ago, all I heard were harsh critics, but personally, I enjoyed my time in this universe. If you're going for all the collectibles, however, just don't. It really is not worth the time and effort to find all these collectibles. Certain trophies make you feel accomplished, while this one just made me feel free from the grip of frustration. So I'll give Blair Witch a 7 out of 10 and the Platinum Trophy a 5 out of 10. Thank you again for all the support. If you'll enjoyed the video, leave a like. It does help the video tons. Also hit me up on Twitch at DoccoBell. I stream all of my games there. With that being said, I hope everyone has a phenomenal day.